is a rush. It's thrilling, intense, extremely dangerous. For those who will stop at nothing to go faster, it's called Megaspeed. On this episode, Bryce Menzies is out to break the Baja jinx and rule the deserts.
That's my main goal for the last 3 years, to win the Baja 1000.
Oh, we're going to win it. The Menzies team is very prepared.
Ryan Villopoto, the king of motocross, aims to add another jewel to his crown.
Look at Villopoto. He knows exactly what he has to do here.
The Wheeler sisters prove you're never too young to go fast.
I like speeding. It's just amazing.
Barefoot Bobby Williams gets down and dirty in the swamp.
They used to not worry about me. Now they're all worried about me.
And Tony Schumacher hangs on for the ride of his life. Imagine a mile of bad road. Now, multiply that by 1,000, and you have the Baja 1000, the world's most famous kidney-crushing, stomach-churning off-road race.
Well, this race is the granddaddy of them all. Of all the off-road races there are, the one that everybody wants to win is the Baja 1000.
And nobody wants it more than this guy. Bryce Menzies is considered by most to be the #1 contender to take home the title this year.
We're going to let Jesse go out and shake it down, test everything. And that's my main goal for the last 3 years, to win the Baja 1000. And we put every ounce of effort that we have into this race. And it's crazy because you could race for 700 miles and be leading the race and have something so stupid as an oil line break, which is a $70 part on a $500,000 vehicle.
In my opinion, 5 of the best off-road drivers in the world here at the Baja 1000, and Bryce Menzies is definitely one of them.
Aquí está Bryce Menzies, amigos de Adrenalina.
At just 26 years of age, Bryce is a rock star in the off-road racing world. He's won just about every major championship in North America, except for the Baja 1000. It's the one that always got away.
I mean, we've been preparing for 2 months straight. This is the one that's defeated us 2 years in a row, and we're throwing everything out there. We're going to go as far as we can, as hard as we can, to pull this thing off.
The Baja is basically a flat-out endurance race, featuring highly modified pickup trucks on some of the worst roads that you can imagine. Each year, the circuit is different, but the start and finish is always Ensenada on the Baja Peninsula. This year, the course has laid out over 1,010 miles of punishing terrain, making it the longest course in the event's 45-year history.
It's so crazy in a Baja 1000 that you go from temperatures from anywhere from 70 degrees to 120, and then back to the coast where it drops down to 50, 40 degrees.
The Baja itself is a challenge just to finish this race. Over half of these cars that you see in Cadencia Road will not make it to the end of this race because it's such a grueling environment and terrain to get through.
Steve Menzies is Bryce's dad.
Are you guys going to test this Thursday with it like it is? Like this?
Just sit like this.
And the boss of Menzies Racing.
Just going to run.
This year, he's brought a team of 80 to Baja.
I couldn't ask for a better team and a bunch of great friends, so thank you guys for coming.
The night before the green flag, and there's a nervous energy in the Menzies camp.
I'm going to tell you from experience, when the truck comes in, your adrenaline's going to go through the roof and your fingers start fumbling and things go wrong. Just slow. I mean, Pete says it almost every time. Slow down, try to take some deep breaths, and it'll go so much faster than you're trying to go fast. I'm nervous. I'm always nervous for a race.
Just want to start out by saying thank you guys for coming out and, being a part of this team. And this year we have a really good shot at, me and Jesse have done our homework, and we couldn't do it without all of you guys coming down and helping. And let's just have fun and be safe out there. Thank you guys.
Race day, and it's a circus at the start line.
Well, sir, thank you very much.
For Bryce and his co-driver, Pete Mortensen, it's time to harness the pre-race jitters into horsepower. fastest in qualification, but they'll have some tough competition.
I didn't come here to get a participation ribbon. I came here to get a trophy. And we won last year's Baja 1000. We intend to do the same this year.
Bryce explodes up the start line. Because they qualified on the pole, they're out first with a clean track ahead of them. That's good and bad.
Qualifying first is really good because you're out of dust, but it's also a little scary. The spectators that are out on the course don't know until the first trophy truck goes by that the trophy truck has started. The race course is open to anybody. You can go out there with your local vehicle or anything. You know, it plays an effect, but you know, we're just really happy to have clean air, be out front, and hopefully have a clean run.
Sometimes some of the locals need a little bit more entertainment, so they'll get out their shovel, or they'll decide they want to throw rocks or bricks or beer cans or livestock. I've even had a chicken hurled into the cab of my truck once. I doubt Jimmy Johnson has ever had a chicken thrown inside of his stock car.
Vehicles will leave at 60-second intervals. If they avoid spectators and the odd chicken, the winner should cross the finish line in less than 20 hours. What they don't know is that of 250 four-wheeled vehicles starting the race, a mere 16 will make it to the finish. Racing on the ragged edge isn't restricted to four wheels. When it comes to off-road two-wheeling, Ryan Villopoto is the man. This is the second last race weekend of the pro motocross season, just outside Salt Lake City. And all of the top competitors in the world are here. Ryan currently holds the points lead. And if he wins today, he'll clinch the championship.
I think I have the potential to do very well. It's going to come down to getting 2 good starts in the race and being smart, making good line choices. And if I have a problem, just staying calm and working through it.
At 25 years old, Ryan already has 7 championships under his belt.
It's hard being on top because everybody's waiting for you to fall. Yeah, so you think it's...
Before the race, Ryan and a teammate walked the course to get a feel for it. This course is brand new, so no one knows what to expect.
I don't like the tiller they have here. It sucks. Why, is it rip it too deep? It makes too big of lines, too wide. What's wrong with wide lines? Because it's almost making its own rut. I think that this track's going to get challenging because it's going to end up kind of drying out and get very hard packed, and it's going to create a lot of feedback through the bike and through your body.
Hopefully, Ryan got a good look at the track because it's time to tighten the chin strap and go for it. This is the first of 2 races.
It's going to be gnarly. A lot on the line here for riders like Ryan Dungey and Ryan Villopoto.
At the start, another rider grabs the lead. But not for long.
Look at Villopoto. He knows exactly what he has to do here today. Really came out firing with a lot of aggression.
Ryan pushes out in front. Then he starts to distance himself from the pack.
Villopoto is already off to a 7-second lead.
The battle for second place is heating up, but Ryan's lead has grown to 15 seconds.
Now that it's crunch time, you really see the focus really start to come into play, and that he's totally dialed in.
Ryan is beginning to blow away the field. He finishes with an incredible 27-second lead.
Wire to wire, Ryan Villopoto takes the win.
No time to celebrate. It's back to the pits to get ready for the final race.
The mechanic here, he'll go over every nut and bolt on this bike, trying to make sure everything's right.
Ryan's pit crew is made up of the best in the business, but this high-altitude course presents a unique challenge.
One of the things that we do is we adjust the fuel injection for this altitude here. It's pretty high, so the bike runs a lot different. We have to do a lot of stuff to our fuel injection to make it so it runs efficiently.
Time for the final round of the day. The championship can be sealed.
The man of the hour is this rider, Ryan Villopoto. If he wins this, he will clinch the 2013 450 Motocross Championship. Can he get it done? Let's go racing.
But this final round isn't going to be easy.
And your reigning champion, Ryan Dudgey, number 1 on that orange Red Bull KTM. Now it's a much better start. Oh, and Villopoto gets to the inside of sights. I didn't even know there was a spot to make a pass there. He found it.
It's not long before he's putting a stamp on his victory with a 10-second lead.
Dudgey definitely gave it everything he had. But Villopoto is just something special at the moment. Ryan Villopoto is your race winner and with it. The motocross champion in the 450 class.
Still ahead on Megaspeed. Bryce Menzies hopes his truck can survive when the desert bites back at the Baja.
Crankshaft sensor.
And up next,
That went slow.
Barefoot Bobby Williams. Who needs shoes when you're racing on the swamp?
I'm going to put another gear in it. Don't tell nobody.
Start with muddy water, add some beauty queens, stir in some horsepower, and you've got Swamp Buggy Racing.
Come to Florida. Where are you going to go? North Dakota? Florida.
Naples, Florida, to be exact, home of the world-famous Swamp Buggy Championship.
This is world-famous Swamp Buggy Race. This is the only place in the world that does this.
Barefoot Bobby Williams is the crowd favorite, and this year he's out to capture the Muddy Crown for the first time.
All of them are good competition. They used to not worry about me, but now they're all worried about me. Every one of them.
Bobby hasn't even dipped his wheels in the water, and already he has a problem.
We got the wrong carburetor. They caught us. They busted us. We thought we had the right numbers for what were allowed in the book, and somewhere we got our numbers crossed, and we got the wrong carburetor on here. Let's go get the other one, wherever Andy is. Andy! They're confiscating our carburetor. It's brand new. If you guys want a carburetor, call Swamp Buggy. They might have one for sale.
While the Barefoot crew goes to work, they're getting down and dirty in the swamp. The water's only about a foot deep until you hit the strategically placed sippy holes. That's where it gets fun. Suddenly the water is a good 4 to 5 feet deep, and you better be going fast enough to get through it.
You don't want to flip upside down because you're upside down in the water with your helmet on and you're strapped in. But everybody survives. It's just that panic.
Look who's back! Barefoot Bobby has swapped in a new carburetor, and he's ready to take his first practice run.
You've got Saturday morning to figure out what you want to do. To get that feel of how high the water level is, how your RPM get up. That's why we do our practice. That went slow. That was too slow. RPMs are not up.
Bobby better get it together fast. Eddie Chesser is at the swamp, and he's a 10-time champ.
I got a big box Chevy, a 485 cubic inch. It's about 800 horsepower. Tomorrow, I want to jump in the hole with the queen. That means I won the whole day event.
Yes, the queen of the swamp gets dunked in the sippy hole with the winner. Lucky lady. While the beauties contemplate their future, it's time for the support races. And this is where it gets real messy. In the Pro Modified division, it's all about power and mechanical ingenuity.
Got the skis on here to try to hydroplane to get across the hole. We've been clocked out here probably around 60, almost 70 miles an hour down the chute. But it always feels like you're going faster when you're on the water. Basically everything we on here we hand make, hand build everything on this buggy. You unbolt it, take it out, and then just grind it.
Good afternoon, race fans. Welcome to the Florida Sports Park, home of the world famous Swamp Buggy races.
It's race day, and a capacity crowd is on hand to watch these buggies tear up the swamp. It's a series of elimination races. Lose a race, and you go home.
And now out on the track is 10-time world champion Eddie Chesser in the Rapture, a ProMod four-wheel drive buggy. They have to tap their helmets, signifying they're ready to go. And here we go.
It's a false start, but Eddie keeps going. That might have been a mistake.
I was pushing it good, and I come around the corner, and it lifted up, and I felt when it came back down, I heard a pop, and come around the back chute, and I could hear it busted the rear gear.
For the 10-time champ, it's the end of the road. Now the door is open a crack for Barefoot Bobby.
I think we're dialed right in on that. They're going to have their hands full with us today on this one. You got to know how to drive out there. I'm a drywaller, but if they're not careful, we'll kick their ass.
And they're at the line. Here we go.
Bobby gave it a good run, but it just wasn't good enough.
It is very disappointing. You know, a lot of it's the luck of the draw like that. You definitely want that inside lane.
We were side by side all the way down the chute. You whipped my ass on the outside last time. I had one coming.
Yes, you did. You notice I laid back on you on this time.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
A disappointing weekend for Eddie and Bobby, but it was a great day for Troy Ortega. A new Swamp King is crowned.
Congratulations, how you doing today?
And in true Swamp Buggy tradition, the king gets to jump in the hole with the queen. Still ahead on Megaspeed. It's never good when this happens at 320 miles an hour. And up next,
I get on it and I'm tingling.
The guy they call the Frogman is living the American dream, 3 wheels at a time.
I take it out on the streets. Everybody goes crazy. Absolutely fantastic.
Tony Schumacher is no stranger to speed. A second-generation drag racer, Tony's gone over 330 miles an hour on the quarter mile. But when things go wrong at this speed, they go wrong fast. Watch as the rear wing on Tony's car breaks off at 320 miles an hour. With no downforce, the car wants to go airborne. And that's exactly what it does. When it lands, it breaks into pieces, with Tony strapped into the cockpit. The engine block breaks apart, and it just misses a tree. Tony's left leg was shattered, broken in 7 places. 6 fingers were dislocated, and he suffered a serious concussion. The driver roll cage did its job, and Tony Schumacher was back behind the wheel later in the season. Southern California. Exactly the place where you would expect to find one of these. Tim Cotterill moved to LA to live the dream and satisfy his obsession for these souped-up roasters.
Came here 20 years ago, found my power place. I was like a seed on concrete till I came here. I became a seed on fertile ground and I just blossomed.
They call him the Frogman because he makes ceramic frogs. People love him. His sales reached $2 million last year alone. That helps pay for his main obsession, the rocket trike.
This is a John Arusa 426 Hemi, purpose-built for this machine. 16 plug, dual magnetos, it's a dragster motor. 871 supercharger, probably about 800 horsepower. It's got a lot of torque and a lot of power. It's fantastic.
The obvious question that comes to mind is just how fast will the rocket trike go?
I don't really know, but it'll go really, really fast. I'm sure it'll do over 200 miles an hour. But it's very dangerous. Over 100, 150, things happen real quick, so it's really a piece of rolling sculpture.
But to create this elegant mass of twisted steel, the Frogman needed more than creative vision and a supersized bank account. So he headed up the coast in search of someone who had dreams as big as his. He found Mike Leeds, a self-educated gearhead with a very large and strange collection of machines.
The Big Bertha is an official work in progress. Been working on for over 4 decades, since 1972. It's a supercharged, air-cooled V12, and it's built on a fire truck chassis. This is the distributor and the exhaust and the cam covers. And what do you think? She is built for comfort.
Frogman enlisted Mike to build his dream machine. But with 2 passionate artists working on one project, it's only a matter of time before sparks fly.
2 creative minds, we're going to bump heads.
I built the body for it, and he said, that's not what I want. I'm sorry, I'm not happy with it.
I had a clear vision of what I wanted.
I said, well, it's totally functional and I like it. And he said, no, that's not my vision.
I convinced him that I was right.
He said, maybe you can step up and execute what I want, or maybe I might have to bring it to somebody else. And I said, oh no, you're not bringing it to anybody else. I'm going to do this. It was my baby. Well, it was our baby.
Mike did all the work. Did a brilliant job.
And when you're riding a machine with the look, sound, and speed of the Rocket, you're gonna get plenty of attention.
Pretty cool. Wow, right? That is really great. How would you like riding that thing? Yeah, right? It's not even a bike size ride, that thing.
It actually blows people's minds, not just gearhead people, but, you know, old ladies, old guys, kids.
So what kind of machine is this? It's the first time we see something like that.
Well, there's only one, and I built it.
Oh, it's amazing.
Thank you.
As far as the Frogman's concerned, Rocket's more than just a hot rod. It's a piece of the American dream.
It's just the freedom of expression here. You don't come to America to find yourself. You come to America to create yourself. Anything is possible in this wonderful place called California.
California is still, you know, kind of hot rod heaven.
And there's no place these 2 hot rod gearheads would rather be. Up next on Megaspeed, we head back to Baja, where Bryce Menzies grips the wheel and hopes his team can keep him in the race.
Straight out, 3, 2, 1, stop.
And still ahead, Paige Wheeler is too young to get her driver's license, but she rules the quarter mile.
I have to believe that I can win, and if you do that, then you can beat anybody.
The Baja 1000, the Super Bowl of off-road racing. And this year, Bryce Menzies hopes to become the youngest driver to take home the trophy. He and co-driver Pete Mortensen have been driving flat out for almost 4 hours through some brutal terrain. The first pit stop is at the 195-mile marker, and the crew is pumped.
Really do what you guys do. Let's just be ready for these guys. 30 seconds out, we're ready. When Bryce rolls into the pit, what has to happen in 30 seconds is we have to deliver 70 gallons of race gas, change 2 rear tires, make sure that Pete and Bryce are fed, watered, everything is okay with the truck, everybody is safe to continue and get him back out on the track.
Okay, Bryce, to the right.
1000 2 years ago, and one of the lug nuts got left loose and the tire came loose. It took them about 8 minutes to fix it. We lost the race by 3 minutes. Some of the races we win are 11 seconds and 7 seconds and 3 seconds. So every little piece of the puzzle has to happen perfectly.
Excellent pit stop. We changed 2 rear tires, added, I think, 87 gallons of fuel, and also racked one in the spare because they got a flat tire out there. He is still leading on the course, which therefore means he's leading overall.
Drag racing. A speed junkie's ultimate fix. Would you let your 9-year-old daughter drive one? Junior dragsters, kids between 8 and 18, racing specially modified dragsters. And they go fast. Hitting speeds of up to 110 miles an hour. 2 of the sport's brightest stars are 14-year-old Paige Wheeler and her 9-year-old sister, Belle.
I like going, speeding on the track because the acceleration and the launch is amazing. And the amount of G-force you get once you leave, it's really funny. But when they start up, you get all shaky, you get quite nervous, and you get a few butterflies. But when you get round there, you just get this huge adrenaline rush when the car goes, when it goes green, you go, and it's just amazing.
The Wheeler sisters are fueling their need for speed at the FIA European Finals at Santa Pod Raceway in the UK. It's the last race of the season. 25 of Europe's top junior drag racers are here competing for the title. Belle and Paige are among the favorites to win. Their pit crew is Andy and Dion Wheeler. Mom and Dad.
This motor runs on methanol. It has a 33mm carburetor on it, a basic suction fuel pump on it, and a small coil. We've had to put lots of weight on the car to slow it down. Even an engine this small is too fast in a dragster this light for Belle.
Andy and Dion want their girls to win, but they're still parents.
Obviously, I'm responsible for the girls and the cars. Things do go wrong, everything's dangerous, but, I have great confidence in the safety of these cars and the way we operate them, that we're doing everything we can to keep my girls as safe as possible. Does it stop me worrying? No, I still worry.
First up is Belle. No time for Mom and Dad to celebrate.
The conditions are pretty good. It's nice and dry.
Paige is up next. It looks like Paige's adrenaline rush helped with her reaction time.
That was a very good race. I got 0.016 reaction, which means I've qualified higher. Next round is round 1 eliminations.
But Belle's not so lucky.
I got to 0.2, that wasn't very good. But I was hoping for a better reaction. But obviously it's done now, it's finished, it's just passed, so it's fine.
Paige makes it through to race again.
Paige got a really good line. She was close to her dial-in. She beat the other guys, so we're going to the semi-final. She did everything she needed to do, so that's great.
Well done. Well done, Paige. I won the race, which is all good.
She's made it into the semi-finals. Now it starts to get really tough.
She's going up against Jo Kellett, who is current UK #1.
If Paige gets through, she'll be competing for the European Championship for the second time in only 2 years. It was a clean run, but the proof is on the timing sheet.
Not too good, I lost. He won by .02.
Just like that, it's over. Like the pros, elimination of the junior dragsters is fast and brutal.
Nobody likes to lose, and, you know, I guess she's taking it quite tough and blaming herself, but, you know, that's racing. I said before, in drag racing, if you're not first, you're last.
Hopefully I'm going to get further next year. Yeah, I'll just try better next time.
The disappointment will soon wear off. They're just kids, after all. But Paige and Bella's competitive spirit will bring them back next year.
Ready, set, go! Woo!
Still ahead on Megaspeed. Sleek, sexy, and one of a kind. The Pagani packs a stylish punch. And up next,
Good luck, Rock. This is it, baby.
a land speed record is under attack. An ACK attack. Rocky Robinson is on a mission. He's determined to break the land speed record in the ACK attack, a streamliner motorcycle made from the ground up by Mike Acatiff.
Try to be 10 grand going into the mile, you'll have a big old record.
The 900 horsepower carbon rocket should fly across the Bonneville Salt Flats. The goal is an average speed of 368 miles per hour or more.
Good luck, Rock. This is it, baby.
The ACK attack gets a little nudge, and then it's all up to Rocky. Rocky shatters the record. It's a new world record with an average speed of 376.3 miles an hour.
You bike just worked great. It was an awesome run.
This might be the most beautiful car in the world. With a base price of $1.8 million, the Pagani Huayra is also one of the most expensive. Italian designer Horacio Pagani took more than 7 years to perfect everything about this car, right down to the shape of the mirrors that were inspired by a woman's eye.
Volevo una macchina elegante.
I wanted a car that was elegant, but not over-exaggerated. Its lines should have a beginning and an end.
Driving this car, you feel like you are one with it. There is a synergy among elements that makes you feel this great sensation between you and the car.
With a top speed of almost 300 kilometers per hour, it's got power as well as grace.
Il motore ha 730 cavalli e sviluppa 1000 Nm.
The 730 horsepower motor has 1000 Nm torque, and it's a V12 6000 motor. This motor has 2 turbos mounted on each cylinder bank, and it supplies a progressive power with a great performance in every situation.
Diciamo in ogni situazione.
The Huayra's body works like a bird's wing.
Immaginiamo un'ala.
Imagine a wing. For us, it was important that this wing moves like this, changing the height of the space, therefore reducing the clearance.
Ridurre questa altezza. È importante avere una forza.
It's important to have a component that provides downforce while the car is moving through the air.
Che la spinge verso il basso.
At 300 kilometers an hour, grip is everything. When the driver turns the wheel, the flaps on the inboard side lift up to counteract body roll. And when the brakes are pressed, all 4 lift to 40 degrees to help stop the vehicle.
dell'ergonomia, ci dovevano essere dei dettagli.
The ergonomics have to be about the details. Details created not only by the hand of the designer, but also by the hand of every single craftsman who takes this part, develops it, polishes it, makes it beautiful. That applies to the whole car.
Questo vale un po' per tutta la vettura.
Pagani's 50-man team produces only 40 Huayras a year, and it takes 3 months to finish just one. There's no detail too small, whether it's the 1400 aluminum bolts all branded with the Pagani name, or the ignition key that's more a work of art than anything. And how about that dashboard?
Each car is customized. Sometimes it takes a year or even a year and a half from the time we start drawing the project for the client.
But there is one component of the car that seems to be a big hit with everyone.
This is an easy adjustment knob. It's an adjustment screw to change the right height of the driver's seat. And it's something that charms women in particular. All the women ask about it, and indeed many wives pressure their husbands to buy the Huayra because of this feature.
There you go. A $1.8 million V12 supercar, and it's a seat-adjusting knob that keeps them coming back. If you like speed, danger, and dust, you'll love the Baja 1000.
You know, the Baja 1000 is one of the 5 most recognized races in the world, and it's a big deal because it's our hobby. You know, no one does it professionally, no one does it for money. We all do it for the trophy, you know, and we all do it because we absolutely love this race, and it's an adventure.
I think off-road, you know, when you look at something like NASCAR oval racing, you know, they're going around the same track the whole time and nothing changes, where we're out in the middle of nowhere in Baja.
After 5 hours of racing, Bryce Menzies has taken an early lead, hoping for his first ever Baja win.
Bring her on in, nice and easy.
The first pit stop at the 195-mile mark was a roaring success, with the Menzies team jumping out to a 4-minute lead.
That's the fastest one we've ever done.
This despite suffering a flat tire before they even got to the pit.
Oh, we're going to win it. I know that may come across a little overconfident, but we've done our homework. The Menzies team is very prepared.
While his team is confident, Bryce is a little more cautious. He's been here before.
We've raced this twice now, and you know, the first year I led over 600 miles and had a wheel come loose, and then last year, you know, we were at mile 700 and had an oil line break. So the Baja, you know, anything could happen, and you know, this year is going to be so tough. The hardest part of this race, I believe, is once we get to about race mile 390, it gets into some really bad silt. I mean, silt that's going to, trophy trucks are going to sink into. A lot of people are going to be stuck, and we're going in there right at dark.
At the third pit stop, 567 miles into the race, Bryce and Pete will get a much-needed rest and hand the controls over to the second team, with Jesse Jones at the wheel.
I have a great teammate, Jesse Jones, who's going to drive the last 390 miles for me. So I'm looking forward to, you know, getting him the truck clean and let him go do the legwork at the end.
Bryce pulls into the pits with a 17-minute lead before handing the controls over to Jesse. It's a comfortable cushion for Jesse, but this is Baja, and it ain't over till it's over. And as Jesse steers the trophy truck into the darkness, he has no way of knowing how fast fortunes can turn in the Baja 1000. At the Baja 1000, the Menzies team is in complete control. At the 12-hour mark, Bryce hands off to his second driver, Jesse Jones, with almost a 20-minute lead. It's been a long night for the Menzies team. Now, it's about to get a lot longer. In the middle of the desert, the Menzies truck has broken down and is now crippled. All the crew can do at the fourth pit stop is wait.
2.5 hours ago, we were in the lead, and then we had an issue with the starter, and then we were at race mile 725, and found out we lost a tranny. So right now they're in the middle of pulling a tranny out in the middle of the desert. We got one of our other chase trucks taking them a tranny, and hopefully in the next 2 or 3 hours we should be seeing the truck.
The Menzies crew can only watch as other trucks pass by. After what seemed like an eternity, the crew gets the word the truck is moving again.
10 miles out, so we got about 10 minutes until they're here.
I got a feeling it's going to be a slow pit. He's not going to be a big hurry.
Finally, the truck arrives. They're hours behind, but the crew refuses to give up. This race kills trucks. And who knows, they might still be in it.
The kid gives me the car with a 17-minute lead first on the road, and it's just like boom, boom.
But it's about to go from bad to worse.
Crankshaft sensor.
Is that what it is?
What do you think?
Jesse can't believe his misfortune.
Your kid rolled it. Well, he did so good, it was unbelievable. He did so good.
The team seems to have fixed the sensor issue. Now it's time to hit the road.
Well, we're not going to win. Some days are diamonds, some days are rocks. This is turning into a rock.
And then just minutes later, the truck is back. Meanwhile, 150 miles away, B.J. Baldwin takes the checkered flag with a time of 18 hours and 36 minutes. It's his second Baja victory in a row, and he drove the entire race himself, crossing the finish line with just a 9-minute lead.
I feel very tired. I'm very exhausted. Every joint in my body hurts. It's a very tough race.
Hours later, Team Menzies' truck crosses the finish line. For Bryce, it's a crushing disappointment.
We had a 20-minute lead there, and Jesse got on the truck. Everything seemed good, and then about 10 miles after he got in, the truck just died. Just a bummer. You know, we really wanted to win this race. Everything seemed like it was lined up perfectly. And then, you know, it's Baja. Things happen.
After all the mechanical problems, the Menzies finished in 9th place, 5 hours behind the leader.
One of the toughest races I think it's ever had in Baja. Only 16 four-wheel vehicles have finished out of like 250 vehicles. Oh my gosh, unbelievable.
Once the dust settles, you can bet the Menzies team will start preparing for the next Baja 1000. Meantime, motocross champ Ryan Villopoto worked hard for the #1 plate, and he's out to keep it. The Frogman continues to attract a crowd on Venice Beach in California. The Wheeler sisters are still burning rubber after school. Pagani continues to push the boundaries of style and engineering. And speaking of style, Barefoot Bobby Williams is still washing the swamp out of his hair.
I'll be back.